Arnesen with Coastal Heritage Society of Louisiana and White Commercial Fishermen. There's a couple things I want to hit on. Every year we hold our breath as a storm comes into the Gulf, or if it even comes near. I've watched since I was a teenager the water get higher and higher and higher and higher and higher every year. And after 5 years ago, rebuilding our beautiful home and restaurant and our whole entire community from dirt, I'm so excited to see this plan actually put forth, put together, however you want to put it. There's a couple of things that I really think that is extremely important and vital to this whole process. One is the combating of ongoing spills while this restoration is being done. When this started last year, Chevron was cleaning up an oil spill. They said, oh, it's BP's oil. Then everybody in the Gulf dumped stuff all over the place. I had grown men coming to me crying because these companies, instead of paying to get rid of their waste, they just released it into our Gulf. I had Coast Guard members crying to me because they didn't sign on for this. This is unacceptable. So in the last 6 months, just in my neck of the woods, there's been 4 oil spills in the last 6 months that nobody even hears about. So in this plan, how are we going to combat ongoing oil spills? This is an everyday problem where I live. How are we going to take care of these ongoing oil spills as we're trying to rebuild our coast? It's like putting new wood on a rotten deck. As well with the cleanup that we have now, with the remaining oil that we have in our marsh. You know, the outside of it's cut 5 to 15 foot in the marsh. I see new growth. They did a good job. They were capable of doing it. But the center of that island is still full of heavily inundated oil. So as it melts this summer and goes down into the root system, that center of that island dies. You're talking about rebuilding a coast. If you don't get the oil out, and that it's just more coastal erosion. Do the math. I mean, I'm not an educated woman, but I'm not stupid by no means. So that's one thing, combating the oil and cleaning up the stuff that we've already got. Another thing I'd like to see in this whole process, and this is extremely important, I talked to you about this yesterday, is training and certifications. As I said earlier, if our fishermen have a solid, stable job, whether they're recreational, commercial, whatever, and our other local people, I've seen thousands of people, child molesters. I have a 9-year-old beautiful daughter. I had 4 or 5 child molesters running around right around. I live all the way in the heart of Venice, literally. Unregistered people that they bring down here in the state of an emergency and just throw them in instead of hiring our people out of our own communities. If there's training or certifications that our fishermen need, whether they're recreational, commercial, or just our regular locals to do some of this restoration work, then if we can find out about it now, we may be able to set them up and train them so that when the plan's put together, can put them to work and let the Gulf repopulate itself. NOAA, 75% of the oil gone 3 weeks after it was capped. I'm not even going to go anywhere else with that. That's enough within itself. The claims process, I heard Catholic Charities bring up the claims process. The claims process is not working. It is not going to work. It is a system that is set up to fail. The 4 Gulf states from Louisiana to Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, combined is a $11 to $12 billion a year revenue. Add 2 years, that's $24 billion, with a B like boy, not million, dollars. It's only $16 billion right now. So how do they intend on paying the fishermen? Do you see where I'm going with this? If we have to walk away from our coast in the United States of America, all the financial institutions that we've rebuilt with dirt from dirt, all those loans will go bad. You're talking about the domino effect. So let's employ these people and make sure that the people that are on the Gulf Coast can stay on the Gulf Coast and have that significant feeling inside themselves about rebuilding their own Gulf Coast. I just don't see where we should have to work everywhere else. Thank you.